right, ladies and gents, welcome to another great episode of the Arrington Gavin Show. This is the show where we discuss trending news and thought-provoking topics from the fields of politics, sports, pop culture, and so much more. Look, I'm so hyped to always sit down and chop it up with you. What's trending, what's going on in the world, what's going on locally, what's going on just in everyday conversations, because that's what this show basically is. It's one big conversation. Look, thank you for those who continue to support the program. The Arrington Gavin Show comes to you with new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you prefer to listen to us. Okay, so the audio versions drop at that time, as you see scrolling down at the bottom. For those who are watching, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays on all podcast platforms. So Odyssey, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Stitcher, let's see, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcast, you can tune into the Arrington Gavin Show by just typing in the Arrington Gavin Show, or by typing in our Smooth Club Media, because we're under that hub, so you can check us out from there. Also, if you prefer to watch the video version of this podcast, you can do so. We drop new episodes exact same days, but at 5 p.m. So a little later on in the evening, on our YouTube channel, our Smooth Club Media, Facebook at our Smooth Club Podcast, on Rumble at the Arrington Gavin Show, and X, formerly known as Twitter, RSC Media. Also, guys, you can check out reruns of the program every Saturdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. on ESPTV. It's a minority-owned, black media, local-owned media company. Very excited to be a part of. You can go to ESPTV on Facebook or ErnestSmithProductions.com, and you can also check out the Arrington Gavin Show.com, where you can watch it from there as well. So look, we continue to grow the platform. The site is a work in progress, but hey, we have a website, so it's pretty dope. Yeah, I hope you all are having a great day today. My day started off pretty interesting. Excuse me. So about a couple shows ago, I had the opportunity to interview a local, a politician. I'll say it like this. As you know, I'm an independent. I'm friends with everybody. I'm friends with people that are strong involved in their party. I'm friends with people that are party affiliate, but their party can get on their nerves a good portion of the time. I'm friends with people that are on opposing sides. When they found out I interviewed a certain individual, let's just say a person within that circle was not happy. A couple people were, and or a few. Like I said, it was a good bundle of people, and they were not happy at all. Okay, not happy at all. And I'm like this. I'm like, y'all, whatever your opinion is towards the individual, I respect people's opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. But don't, I'm a person that I interview everybody. I interview anybody, everybody, and anybody is welcome to this program, as long as you don't promote hate towards an individual or a specific group. Okay, I'm friends with everybody, and I welcome them, or that individual, for a conversation, because that's what our world needs is, civil discourse. You don't. And what I mean by that is, we can agree to disagree and still be great friends. We can agree to disagree and still grab a beer. We can agree to disagree and, like I said, become close friends. I have multiple people I consider family. Look, I might not agree with you a majority of the time, but I don't let that come across me. We live in a world where we don't have the same exact sports teams. We live in a world where we have different food preference, clothing preference, ways of living. I mean, it's just everything. Nobody will honestly agree with everything you agree with. And so just because we disagree with that individual doesn't mean that shouldn't be, we can't be friends, and vice versa. But again, they shared their reasons why. Again, I respect that. But it was just it was interesting, because, as you know, I'm growing this platform, and I have, the show has been doing very good by booking some very prominent figures on the political scene, in the entertainment scene, entrepreneurship scene, sports, you name it. I've had on so many individuals, and uh I've had people be like, "Wow, I can't believe you took a picture with that person. I can't believe you." And it's just like, "Hey, look, what's the deal? Come on now, y'all. I got better fish to fry. Okay, I can care less. But I enjoy my friends, because I'm almost it's almost like looking after your little brother. So I truly appreciated them for voicing their reasonings and things of that nature. And I've wanted to share that with you all because hey, we all are growing in this uh uh thing called life. We're always growing when it comes to uh what is it? We're always growing in politics. I mean, dear God, aren't we? It gets worse and worse and worse. But yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened, and it was quite interesting because I had I've already had pictures on social media with this individual. I've posted multiple times. I've shared episodes. I mean, I've done a lot, and I've encountered. I would say is I have a group of friends that it's like, okay, this group we're one click. The other group, okay, we're one click. This group, like you ever do you guys have like different cliques of close friends that you hang with, but they can't all hang together? Like I'm fortunate to have a lot of friends. I have, I'll say like a few I can consider like my best friends, right? That I can say, okay, we can all be in one room and still have a great time. But I also have my group of friends where I'm like, okay, yo, no, y'all can't interact. Nope. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Do y'all have friends like that? Just curious, just curious. If so, hey, leave a comment at below if you're watching this on YouTube or on social media, R Smooth Club Media on Instagram, or hey, at Arrington Gavin on Instagram. But look, we have a great show in store for you all. So much stuff has been going on, man. I was do I want to start with should I start with politics? Nah, I ain't gonna start with that first. What I will start with is Tom Brady. So I don't know if y'all checked out the uh uh if y'all checked out the comedy roast on Netflix of Tom Brady. It was pretty brutal. It was awesome. It was awesome, but it was brutal. Let me tell you something. Brady was getting, you know, toward a new one left and right. Uh it was hosted by the one the only Kevin Hart, multi-talented, multi-successful comedian, actor, director, entrepreneur, you name it. It was hosted by Kevin Hart, I believe. Of course, the roast master Jim Ross was there, Drew Bledsoe, Randy Moss, Gronkowski, Robert Gronkowski, Bill Belichick, Julius Edelman, Danny Emma. It was a lot of former teammates that had spoken. Comedians wise, Nikki Glacier, Sam J, Burt Kreischer, Tom Segura. Ron Burgundy made a guest appearance, character played by Will Ferrell, actor Will Ferrell. Um Damn, who else? It was a big group of successful individuals. Kim Kardashian spoke. Whew, and she bombed. When I tell you that, she bombed. I mean, the jokes were cute, but since it was live, they actually edited out all the boos because, I mean, sorry to break it to you, but not a lot of people are fans of the Kardashians. They can tolerate the Jenners, but they're not crazy about the Kardashians. Um, and Kim is one of them. Kim is one of those main ones that they don't enjoy. So it was a lot of jokes in regards to her. There's a lot of jokes to Tom Brady. The reason why I bring up Tom Brady is because I think the 2024 NFL season will be arriving soon, and he will be making Tom Brady 7-time Super Bowl champ. Okay, 20 seasons in the NFL. 20 seasons in NFL. He holds, I believe, the most. I think the most all time passing records, touchdown records. He got hella records until it's insane. Tom will be debuting his let me go ahead and fix this for you guys. Tom will be debuting his did it come up for you guys? There you go. He'll be debuting his as a sports analyst. And it was very well, it was known in the public eye because obviously Tom Brady is considered the greatest of all time. Again, 7 rings. I beg to differ being the greatest. I would say one of the greatest. Okay. I might be biased because I'm a Colts fan, but I will just say this. Peyton Manning has 5 NFL regular season MVPs. That is a solo accomplishment that only one individual can succeed. Tom Brady did not succeed that. A Super Bowl is won by a team effort. You hear me? That's a team effort. So there, and you're probably gonna say, "Well, Arrington, well, what about him when he left? When he was done with New England, he went to another team and won a Super Bowl." You're absolutely right, he did. But Tom did not win that for them because of the name, because of the everything that comes to with Tom Brady. Everybody wanted to be on his team. They took pay cuts. You could have the best of the best. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I get to play with Tom Brady. Oh, I might have a chance of winning." It's just Tom, especially as a player. I do think as a player, Tom makes people nervous because they're just like, "Whoa, that's Tom Brady. He's been here, done that. I'm playing against him." Nerves starts gathering up. Let me tell you something. Tom, and not trying to take it away from Tom. Tom is an awesome. He's definitely in the easily top 3 greatest QBs of all time in the NFL. Okay, greatest. Is he number 1? I wouldn't go there. Number 2, okay, I'll say he's number 2. But number 1, sorry, I won't go there. If y'all want to debate me on that one, I'm not really a debate guy, but bring it on because, like I said, to me, solo MVPs is more respectable. But when it comes to numbers, they're gonna be like, "Well, look at those numbers." Well, hell, if you play 20 years, you're supposed to gather up another number, a lot of numbers. Okay. Randy Moss is one of the greatest wide receivers of all times. He might be number 1 in front of Jerry Rice. Now Jerry Rice has the rings, he has the records, but Jerry Rice played 20 years. Randy Moss played 14. All right. I think T.O. played about 15 years. T.O. could, man, that joke look like he can still play. All right, let me read this article about Sir Tom Brady. Okay, Fox announcing Tom Brady's announcing debut will be Cowboys at Browns in week 1. All right. This is reported by Yahoo Sports. It's pretty rare for an NFL game and a good matchup at that to be an overshadowing by who in the broadcasting booth, of course. Now the NFL schedule will be announced Wednesday, but one of the biggest games has been released early. Fox said it's late Sunday game in week 1 will be the Dallas Cowboys at the Cleveland Browns on September 8th at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, more notable than the game itself, it is it will mark Tom Brady's debut on Fox. The all-time great QB signed a monster deal, and I do mean a monster deal. Y'all, do y'all know how much he signed? He signed a 10-year, $375 million deal with Fox and will be the network's lead color commentator. First of all, that was kind of like my Stephen A. Smith accent. I don't know. I'm working on impersonation. First of all, 10 years, $375 million. That wasn't even a contract Tom made in the NFL. 10 years, 375 million for a freaking football season. It's insane. It's insane. Now, I understand because the name recognition, who it is. Hey, the man got a great representative team. I mean, come on, that's a lot of freaking money. Holding my tongue, y'all. I'm holding my tongue. But that's a lot of freaking money. Now, it has been said that the NFL is thinking about expanding the team. Expanding the regular season to like 18 games in the regular season. So the season is expanding, but I hope it doesn't try to expand anymore because being that it's a hard, rough contact sport, to expand a game where the impact and all this stuff is like, this is it's not an easy sport to play, especially for 20 years. But hey, if you're Tom Brady who doesn't get hit, yeah, you can play 20 years. I'll be honest. Brady, I think they said he was like pretty much undefeated in the postseason as far as getting sacked. So of course he will play an extended 20 years. You know what else I think played 20 years? Brett Favre. Brett Favre damn near broke every limb in his body trying to exceed to a 20-year career as a QB. Like the dude was always getting hurt, and it was in his towards the end, it was rough. He tried to push, but he looked like a grandpa out there playing in the league, trying to keep on playing. I got some more in me. I'm retiring. I'm coming back. I'm retiring. Wait a minute, I'm coming back. I think I'm finally retired. I think I have one more in. No, sit it down. Move it on for the next in command. Let me tell you something. Y'all need to realize playing a competitive sport like this, a contact sport. Look, I know the drive is there, but let's be honest, y'all. Y'all need to sit down. When it gets to 14, between 14 and 17 years, call it a career. But hey, if you can still play, if you take good care of your body, why stop, right? Why stop? I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Now I know some. Now this is a whole different sport, but I know some boxers out there that still want to box. Let me tell you something. I've heard y'all talk amongst the conversations, and I've heard y'all talk on TV. Y'all might need to call it a career because you starting to talk like a newborn baby trying to say his first words. Anyways, the Brady component is saying of the Cowboys Browns game is notable enough that the NFL allowed its network partner to announce the game Monday, 2 days before the rest of the schedule. It shows here in a video on X. You can check it out on Fox Sports NFL exclusive. Michael Strahan announces that the Dallas Cowboys will face the Cleveland Browns in Week 1 to mark Tom Brady's Fox Sports broadcasting debut. Now, I remember some of the most notable figures in the NFL when they retired, and I heard they were going into commentating. I was like, oh snap, this is gonna be dope. So, for example, Ray Lewis was always known for his pregame speeches, his intro, everything you loved was, Ray Lewis did, right? Everything you can think of in the NFL, Ray Lewis did. Ray Lewis had I will say though, Ray Lewis had an interesting Hall of Fame speech because Ray Lewis, you would have thought this man was preaching to the crusade. Okay. That man said, okay, look, I feel like TD Jakes up in here. I'm gonna have myself a wireless mic and I'm gonna move around while I'm sharing my speech, which was dope because a lot of people always read, from a script, but he was just walking around like, he, who, yeah, yeah. You don't understand. You don't understand. I understand that he was about to sweat out that Beijing he got up there. Y'all, come on, y'all. Come on. You can't tell me that the man doesn't use a little Beijing. That thing will be jet black. But I ain't mad at you, Ray. I ain't mad at you, Ray, because my hair is thin at the top too. I always have my thoughts and questions. Maybe I should put a little darkness in here. This beard is all mine, by the way. I got a lot of grays in my beard. But who else had a memorable one? Peyton Manning. I'm just giving you my era, like the most recent ones. When Peyton Manning retired, that was pretty cool because he really didn't have anything solo at the time. They make more money as a unit. I'm talking about him and his brother Eli because they also have like their their joint shows that they do, their commentary that they would do during a game. I actually like that style. My wife is not a fan of it when they have like say the Pat McAfee show. Kevin Hart will do one. Stephen A. Smith does do one, but it's Pat McAfee. I know the Manning brothers, and sometimes Kevin Hart. Oh, and also Tarasi and Sue Bird. They will like host these like live coverage commentating like during the game, and also it will show their reaction at the same time they're talking back and forth. I think it's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. But I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's quite a uniqueness when it comes to sports commentary. If they think about doing something like that with Tom Brady, that would be cool. But I think Tom is more of like I want to keep it classy, keep it sharp. I want to have a nice suit, the mic, and just speak to whoever's who's standing next to me about this. So it'll be interesting. It will be interesting. But guys, I just wanted to bring that up because again, 10-year, $75 million. I know the roast on Netflix. If y'all didn't watch it, I mean, they really tore Tom Brady a new one. I mean, they were going to hand. But what I like, because I would love to be roasted on a comedy. So I love, like I mentioned before on this show, I love how much I love comedy and all that stuff. Tom Brady, I mean, they were coming after his divorce. They were coming after his the way his looks. They were coming after Bill Belichick not having a job because he's no longer with the Patriots and no one signed with them, or he hasn't signed with the team yet. So they come for the juggler. But it was reported that Tom Brady was offered $30 million to do this roast. He was offered $30 million, guys, to sit and not say nothing for 3 hours. For 3 hours. He was paid to sit down and shut up and enjoy some adult beverages. Oh, you're talking about a great career. I need a gig like that. 30 million, man. I look for 6 figures. Okay, let's be honest. For a high 6 figures, I will let you, just say all the worst jokes you can, feed me free drinks. I'm good. But for 30 million, yeah, for 3 hours, I mean, come on. They said, okay, 10 million per hour. Yes, I would do it. I would do it. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. You're killing me. All right, y'all. Well, look, we are going to head to a commercial break. When we come back, we have some more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. You guys don't go anywhere. You hear me? You don't go anywhere. Be right back here on the Arrington Gavin Show.
Become a man of distinction with Rugged Evolution Beard Care. Order our scented beard oils and beard balms to help you maintain and grow the perfect beard. Order today. Try our men's care products like the full body exfoliating cleansing bars, body wash, smooth stash, and more. Log on to our website or download our app to place your orders. Rugged Evolution Beard Care. We're your luxury but affordable men's care line. And remember,
rugged is the new smooth.
What's happening, family? Welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. I'm your guy, Arrington Gavin. Look, in recent news, I don't know if you heard. So former President Donald Trump had a rally over in New Jersey. Again, it's political. It's political season. It's election season. Most likely, he will be the Republican nominee for president of the United States. Hell, he even has a chance of becoming president again. He's in the process right now with all this court case trials back and forth in the courtroom, this and that, the other, but he still makes it out to his rallies, so on and so on. So two known New York Giants, I'm kind of still in the sports but also politics as well, Giants greats Lawerence Taylor and Ottis Anderson was seen at the Trump rally over in New Jersey. They actually spoke out about their love for former President Donald Trump. And in all honesty, it, to my eyes, looked like it didn't look so genuine in a sense. Let me go ahead and bring up the mean mug of Lawerence Taylor. Hey, Lawerence Taylor was a bad man. That's a Hall of Fame player, well deserved and well respected, really, in the NFL, especially from past players. But I will read this was reported by USA Today. Hall of Famer Lawerence Taylor and former President Donald Trump are two peas in a pod. It says here that let's see. Okay, Lawerence Taylor, known well known. I think he had a Super Bowl ring with the New York Giants, as well as running back Otis Anderson. They were both on stage talking about how much they love Lawerence Taylor. Now, of course, and this is reported by USA Today, Lawerence Taylor, who is a registered sex offender, who was also found civilly liable last year for sexual abuse, is saying, hey, look, I just want to say I grew up a Democrat and I always been a Democrat until I met this man right here. He will not have to worry nobody in my family ever voting for a Democrat again. Make America great again. And then Taylor's former teammate, Otis Redding, was also in the rally. Anderson said, don't you just love that guy? Don't you just love him? Don't you just love that guy? I tell you, it has been a very exciting day. You guys, not one person left here. You're still here yelling and screaming. So my words is, Wildwood, are you in the house? I can't hear you. Wildwood, are you in the house? Thank you guys for all your support. It's saying here, Trump having Taylor on stage isn't the flex he thinks. Again, I'm still reporting by USA Today. He thinks it is. Trump likely believes that Taylor might be able to pull some black votes to his side. Really? What? You really think so? Oh man, I never would have thought of that. I just assumed that you just said, hey, look, I got a Hall of Fame player who might have quite the off the field record, but hey, he's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the meanest guys out there. Okay. Lawerence Taylor was a beast, man. Lawerence Taylor was a beast. Still got the one earring, all that stuff. This is, of course, totally laughable. There aren't going to be a number of black Americans who hear about Taylor backing Trump and think, well, if LT supported him, then I will too. I totally agree, because let me tell you something. I'm sick and tired of people disrespecting the power of the black vote and thinking that we're just dumb and we just vote on color and not even think to go into details and read about policy, because you're really starting to think we're dumb here. All right. And this goes for all candidates. You hear me? All candidates who assume that, okay, if I can speak a couple words at a Baptist church, a predominantly black church, or if I can, help march with a civil rights movement, I won the black vote. Yeah, I did it. Me, yes, I did. No. Shouts out to the icon journalist Roland Martin of Roland Martin Unfiltered, founder of the Black Star Network. Truly a fan, because he says it best, right? A lot of these democratic strategies, and he said it specifically. There's and not just democratic strategies, but there's strategists of the opposing race that would assume, if they're representing a black candidate or a white candidate, hey, this is what you got. This is what you did. This is what we got to do. This and any other. No, and this goes for any candidate, which any color. Do not try and think we're dumb enough to just say, okay, oh, did Beyonce say she's with such and such? Oh, then I gotta vote. I got to. Y'all, we're smarter than that. Okay, please, we are much smarter than that. So please do your own research and don't just assume because there's a public figure that represents, because a lot of there is, what, when it comes to business owners, I'm not business owners, excuse me. When it comes to companies, corporations, politics, there is power in, say, certain branding, right? When you have a certain endorsement, that's what I want to say, a certain endorsement. When you have a celebrity endorsing this, or a celebrity endorsement in a political campaign, yes, there is a lot of power to it, because when you have a huge following, yes, it does help. I'm not saying it doesn't, but what I am saying, people, is that shouldn't be the only reason you should vote for this person. Okay. For if you are a diehard Giants fan, and because you see two of the most notable great football players in Otis Anderson and Lawerence Taylor, because they voted for this guy. You shouldn't say, oh well, they're the greatest in football. They obviously have a great point by voting for this guy. What give me your reasons. Please give me your reasons. Don't you just love that guy? Why do you love him? Explain. Okay. Lawerence Taylor said, I was always, I was, every time I was born a Democrat, always been a Democrat, and I'm no longer making sure my family don't vote for Democrat. Oh, so now you're forcing your family? You're making sure your whole family is never going to vote Democrat. So you're just going to be making the decision for them. Is that what you're going to say? LT, come on now, give me a break. Give me a break. This whole, let me tell you something. This whole election is just exhausting, y'all. It is truly, truly, truly exhausting because, for one, I'm not happy with the top two, main candidates that's getting a lot of this attention in general. There's plenty of more other candidates that are just not getting that publicity in other networks because, let's be honest, certain mainstream medias do have an agenda, and they're like, okay, look, we represent this side of the aisle, so we're going to make sure he gets all the credit. We represent this side of the aisle, so we're going to make sure he gets all the credit publicity. There's so many other candidates that are that mean well that just are not getting the recognition. But guess what? You know what? Here on this show, because we're independent, we're grassroots, we hope to bring them all on here for a conversation. Because let's be honest, it's just authentic. We're authentic like that. We're not a Muppet show, or excuse me, a puppet show where someone is holding the strings and telling us what to do. No, that's not what we do here. Now, am I a guy that's always gonna be like, well, you said this, you said that? I'm not a back and forth person. That's just my character. If Joe Biden wanted to have an interview here on the show, he's more than welcome, and I would love to interview him, have a conversation with him, explain. I would like for him to explain why should people vote for him and what has he done. Obviously, same goes for Donald Trump. But I'll also say, okay, look, this has been said about you. That has been said about you. Why isn't that? And I guess, and if he doesn't want to answer it, hey, I'm not going to be back and forth. I'll just be saying, hey, look, the people are watching. The people want to know. This is not speaking from just Arrington. I'm just saying what I hear in conversations. Likewise for President Trump. Likewise for on local elections here in the area, state elections here in the area. I am an individual that I want to make sure that we're having a good time, but we're also being informative as well, because you, the listeners and viewers, that you deserve to know what's happening. You deserve a voice. You deserve to hear what is occurring, and you deserve to hear the truth, right? Because I'll be honest, when they always just put in bold letters like headline education, I'm fighting for education, I'm fighting for parental rights, I'm fighting for taxes, I'm fighting for this and that, I'm like, okay, put it in layman's terms. Can you please explain to me what? Put it in layman's terms. Don't just give me the whole headlines. I want to know about the meat and potatoes about this. Why do I still have this thing up here? To go back to this Lawerence Taylor Ottis thing, yada yada. Okay, more on this article reported by USA Today. It says Trump seems to only invest in black people when he believes it has some type of political advantage. He did this when backing Herschel Walker, another famous black athlete, during the Walker almost this close became a U.S. senator in Georgia. Woo! That would have been a hot mess. Trump is attracted to villains and criminals. Wow. So I believe this is an opinion piece. This is the way this is already reporting on the USA Today. Trump is attracted to villains and criminals, and while Taylor didn't start an insurrection and isn't on the same level of alleged criminality like Trump is, Taylor was one of football's true bad guys. To Trump, men like Taylor are his kind of person. They are two peas in not so pretty pod. On the field, Taylor is the best defensive player in the league history. Absolutely true. He wasn't just a sack machine. He was singularly destructive force that caused offensive coaches and the game itself to undergo massive changes in the order to try and negate his presence. This mostly didn't work. Absolutely true. Let's see right here. Off the field, equally destructive. I'm not gonna read about Lawerence Taylor's lowest points. Again, I mentioned before, he has been, he hasn't had the best record off the field, but I'm not going to get to you because I'm not here to bash Lawerence Taylor by any means. But it says here all the way at the bottom. Okay, so back when they had I believe this was the the USFL. Trump and Taylor had been friends since the 1980s. In 1984, while in the process of wrecking the United States Football League from the inside, Trump once offered Taylor a $1 million interest-free 25-year loan that gave Trump's New Jersey Generals a future option to sign Taylor. In the end, Trump's gambit failed. Okay, so they've had, but here's the thing. A lot of either notable athletes, like I'll just say some professional boxers, professional football players, stuff that Trump has been an investor in a sense, right? They always say, "I love the guy. He's always been nice to me." This and that, and that's cool. I've interacted with people that's always treated me with respect as well, and it's difficult to it's always difficult to really, it's great to ignore outside I feel like outside noise, because I'm just that guy that people can tell me one thing, but it doesn't mean I'm automatically gonna believe it off the bat. That's just me in general. I'm not that guy that's gonna always say, well, because they told me that, I'm just gonna completely shut this person off. I'm just not having it. I'm not gonna talk with them anymore. Nah, I don't want to do it no more. So yeah, goodbye. No, you hear, you listen, you keep that on, in your hip pocket. Then you continue to, you see it for yourself. You have to see it for yourself. I just never automatically will listen to, one person giving me their thoughts on an individual, and then I just say, oh, I believe you. No, I gotta see for myself. I really do. That's just me. I've always have to be the one to see it for myself. Let's see here. As I digress with this one, we're gonna go to another commercial break. When we come back, I will show a viral video of the Indiana Fever. They are the first WNBA team to fly a charter plane, because the WNBA is still going on with the whole, certain accommodations, pay wage, of course, but accommodation things of that nature. So we will talk more about that when we come back here on the Arrington Gavin Show. You don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with some more here on the Arrington Gavin Show. Don't change that dial.
Yeah. Nina. See. Gotta put on for my team. Put on for my team, yeah. Gotta put on for my team.
Get ready for the ultimate music competition that will leave you on the edge of your seat.
The full package, where the best of Virginia will battle it out to prove they have what it takes.
Hello, we're your host. I'm Nina Nicole.
And I'm LITS. In this thrilling competition, contestants will face electrifying challenges testing their musical knowledge, skills, and creativity.
You have one shot to prove you're the full package.
Only the most exceptional performers will rise to the top and claim the title as the full package. Every note,
every move,
every beat counts. Who will have what it takes to become the ultimate music sensation and reign supreme as the full package?
Don't miss the full package, where dreams are made and legends are born. Tune in for the most thrilling music competition of the year.
Coming soon to your screens.
The full package.
This is great. I like the choice, my texture and everything. Right. Mind blowing.
I've never seen talent like this before.
you've got the full package.
They just really trying to help me with my dream. Put on for my team. The only ones that know the love.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back to the Arrington Gavin Show. Look, this article reported by Fox News says San Francisco under fire for program giving booze to homeless alcoholics. Wait, what? San Francisco managed an alcohol program offers booze, life skills classes, and culture outings to homeless addicts. Now, this is written by, published by Taylor Penley of Fox News. Okay, a $5 million pilot program bringing free beer, wine, and vodka shots to San Francisco's homeless alcoholics aims to reveal the city's emergency services. But one addict turned recovery. What do I got? I'm all tangled up with these wires here. Okay, one recovering advocate says the effort misses the mark and only delays recovery for those who need it. Now, let's see. Someone quoted, "It's not a good idea, not when you consider the fact that over the last 4 years, San Francisco spent $20 million to basically service a total of a couple of hundred people. By giving them free vodka and beer for the amount of money, we could have funded 60 drug treatment beds instead," Tom Wood, founder of the Pacific Alliance of Prevention and Recovery, told Fox and Friends First. You really have to ask, where's the recovery? Excuse me, you really have to ask, where's the recovery in all of this? What is the desired outcome of this program? They say it saves money, but we just spent $20 million over the last 4 years. You have to really ask, is it saving money and is it making a difference? Now, the city's managed alcohol program is operated by its Department of Public Health and focuses on administering limited quantities of alcohol to prevent serious side effects of withdrawal. It's backed by some experts who say it can save lives. Others, like Wolf, meanwhile, insist the taxpayer funds would be better suited for treatment and sobriety programs. What also accomplished that goal is actually drug treatment, he said, and of its efficiency. It may reduce those calls and thereby save money, but again, we're spending $5 million a year to give people free alcohol. Now, after reading this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm with Wolf on this one. So $5 million a year to give out free alcohol, free. Now, I'll be honest. If you say you have two different parties. One party says, "Hey, look, it's an open bar, enjoy." The other one says it's a cash bar, enjoy. How many people how many people you think is really going to get hammered on the one that's a cash bar compared to the one that's a open bar? I don't see how the recovery process, man. How is this a recovery program and they're spending money giving out free alcohol to people who are homeless? Common sense university, people. Common sense university. So, okay. And look, I have family in California. Visited before. Nice area, good weather, nice restaurants. But honestly, it's a lot of hype in California, to be honest. You guys are awful when it comes to weather. You get earthquakes, you get mudslides, you get forest fires. You're expensive as hell. All right. Your homeless rate is out of this world. Probably the largest homeless rate in the United States. Okay. I've already mentioned you're expensive as hell. It dog friendly everywhere. Look, I don't mind, animals, but literally everywhere you go, there's pets in the place. It's a lot. It's too much. I remember when I first went to California, I had to use the restroom. I was in a restaurant, I had to use the restroom, and The restaurant was locked. And I'm like, whoa, I gotta go. I gotta go really bad. The door is locked. They're like, oh, the code is such and such. I'm like, the code? Why are you giving me a code so I need to take a leak? They're like, oh, well, because homeless, they come in this. I'm like, wow, it's that bad, really? And then when I started looking on the interest rates of some of these homes and how much these homes get appraised for, and I'm like, you're joking, right? You're joking. No, you're not. Okay. Never. No, I could never live in California. But I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. How is this benefiting homeless people to recovery if you're paying for free alcohol to homeless people? Now, homeless people go through struggles because I don't know, they happen to be going through something that not everybody wants to be in, and that's being homeless. Not a roof over their head, not a lot of clothes on their back, not nowhere, they don't know when their next meal is, and you can give them alcohol, vodka, beer, really, wine. Like, I do not get it. And there's so many great programs out here, like this gentleman Tom Wolf was a part of. There's so many great programs that can do so much greatness, and so much good rather than harm, than this one that is, I believe, that's created under the state or under the department of the of the state of California. Like, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense, people. Is it just me, or is just like this is a pretty berserk? Let me read some more about this. Okay, a $5 million pilot program bringing free beer, wine, and vodka shots to homeless alcoholics aimed to relieve the city's emergency services. I don't understand. I really, really don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. In order to prevent something, why do you? If I'm trying to prevent obesity, why would I give free fatty foods to obese people? If I'm trying to prevent it, do y'all hear? Do y'all hear what I'm trying to say? Like, no, yes, maybe so. Is it just me? No, okay. I'm really not. I'm really not understanding. The the cause of this program, but this is wow. This is woo. I've thought I've read it all, but obviously I have not. I have not. All right, we're gonna digress and move on to the next story. Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Ryan Reynolds, apparently they got into a huge fight on the making of the film Red Notice. Now, I actually like that movie, Red Notice. It was a great movie. Ryan Reynolds, funny guy. Don't really know him in a lot of movies, though. I think, well, I take it back. In-Laws with Michael Douglas, Ryan Reynolds, and it was another famous comedian that was in that movie. Great film. Ryan Reynolds really didn't have a huge role in it compared to like Michael Douglas' role, but Ryan Reynolds, obviously, Deadpool, Green Lantern. He's been in other stuff, but I'm not like, oh, Ryan Reynolds in that movie, I gotta go check it out. I'm not like crazy about Ryan Reynolds, but yeah, apparently him and Dwayne the Rock Johnson got into a huge fight on the set of Red Notice. It says here Dwayne the Rock Johnson has had contentious relationships with some of his co-stars in the past. A new report indicates he had a confrontation with Ryan Reynolds while making the Netflix movie. Let me go get this out the way. There we go. Let me get this one. Oh, there we go. Ooh. There we go. All right, am I tripping? There we go. Oh, I'm having a little technical difficulties, y'all. We're gonna get it. There we go. Jeez Louise. So it says here, while making the Netflix movie Red Notice, according to a new report from The Wrap, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, allegedly had a history of being late to the set, which led to a huge fight. The outlet reports that during the production of Red Notice in the fall of 2020, Johnson once showed up to the set five hours late. Damn. This infuriated Reynolds, who addressed the matter with Johnson face to face. It's allegedly that Johnson stormed offset and the pair did not speak to. Jeez Louise. Says here that the two did not speak. Let's see. So, I'm losing my. Oh, yes. Did not speak to one another for years. They have reportedly since reconciled. In a statement to the Wrap, a Netflix spokesperson said Dwayne is a consummate professional, and we're thrilled to have worked with him on Red Notice, our #1 film. The outlet reports that the spokesperson for Reynolds did not respond to the request for comment. The movie was previously green-lit for a sequel. Additionally, the Wrap reports that sources close to the production of Red Notice have accused Johnson of breaking strict quarantine rules by flying home in a private jet, and that the time of filming, the cast and crew were sequestered during to COVID safety. He frequently flying home and breaking the extreme. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at Dwayne because he wasn't the only guy that was doing that. I mean, as restricted as it was, I mean, let's be honest, there were political figures that put out those rules that was seen doing the opposite. I'm not gonna call out any names, but you know who you are. Everybody was doing it, so don't get really pissed off at Dwayne for that. But if you're showing up 5 hours late, man, yeah, we got to talk. We definitely got to talk because you know, when it comes to doing a film or filming, and I've never done actual movie films, but I've done TV shows and other projects like that. That stuff is time consuming. So if one person, if we're saying, hey, look, show up at this time, and you show up 5 hours late, okay, do you want to be a part of this? Because now you're like, okay, look, I got my money, I already got paid, I can do what I want. I'm the main star. Like it's almost like, hey, look, you can't do anything without me. So why is everybody getting mad? Come on now. That's ridiculous. That's woo. Dwayne, you know better than that, man. I'm glad they didn't come to blows because I will be honest, I have my money on Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That man is like what, 6'5", 6'6", 265. Like a lean 265, 275 at the biggest, but like Joker's jacked. Ryan Reynolds, bro, you're like that guy who helps out his daughter at a lemonade stand. Like Dwayne is the guy that, I don't know, lifts freaking Hummers one hand at a time or something, or one finger at a time. Like he's you don't want that smoke, Ryan. But I'm glad, hey, you staying strong to your morals though, and I'm glad Dwayne did not respond to that. Like this, they should have had a altercation about that, or you know, because Dwayne is everywhere. Doing his thing with wrestling, doing this and that. So yeah, but I'm glad everything reconciled. I'm glad everybody's cool. But I will just say, well, I want to ask you all the people, who do you think will win the fight between The Rock and Ryan Reynolds, and who was right in this case at the time, Ryan or Dwayne? There's so many ones. There's so many questions. Also, have y'all ever showed up to a work related thing 5 hours late? Jesus, man, like, who are you? Moving on, because we're coming up. We got about 5 minutes left into the show. What I want to get here. Let's bring up this video showing WNBA team, the Indiana Fever, seen in a charter flight. Very hyped because it's like they always fly coach. They don't have the same privilege like the other sports figures do. So they were very excited about this. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring up this graphic for you, those who are watching. Those who are listening, I'll explain it more. Just give me a second. Let me pull this up. There we go. Look at that. They got the there we go. Bring it up for you guys.
What up? Gang members! Gang members! That's gang members! Hey! We on the side of gang members! Hey! Yeah! 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 Yo, we on the side of gang members! This is Nas, baby! Look at Lynn. Gang members!
I think that's so cool because again, it's a long conversation of WNBA players. They're still working on better pay wages, better budgets, things of that nature. And I've had a long conversation with with close friends that are on the opposite end of it, and not really the opposite end of like they don't deserve to have more. They don't deserve to have certain treatment, but on a business standpoint, you got to look at ticket sales. You have to look at annual revenue of the WNBA as a whole, as an entity, right? You have to look on viewerships. There's so many issues with the WNBA. Personally, the marketing sucks for the WNBA. It sucks because it's hard. Like I can turn in and I'll be like, oh man, I didn't even know the finals was on. Okay. Oh, what channel is this on? It's a channel that not a lot of people will tune into. But I understand because with whatever you can afford in your budget, hey, this is what we can do. We can't afford the money deals that the NBA, which the NBA, I think they make maybe like 10 billion a year when the WNBA they haven't even made $1 billion in total revenue yet. To my knowledge, I think they might be worth like 250 million. I could be wrong. I'll have to go back and look at that. But they are they're still on the up and coming, but watch and see because they will eventually have some improvements going on with them. I think with the addition of Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, a lot of great personalities on the added to the league. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be really, really cool. Man, I'm almost coming to a close. But before I leave, I want to bring up wait, do I have time? I think I have some time. So look, I'm ending the show off by showing a Hampton University graduation. They might say, oh, which one's the real HU? Is it Howard or Hampton? Well, I'm representing Hampton right now because I'm a Virginia guy. So let me bring up this for you all. Two fraternity guys is about to walk across the stage at a Hampton University graduation, and they're about to do their strut and all that good stuff. And let me go ahead and bring up. There we go. See if I can pull up that graph. There we go.
You won't believe that.
Jordan Whitley.
Okay, set it out then.
Yep, they're about to strut, and that look, HU's president comes in and is like, "Oh no, we're not having that."
Not on my watch, buddy.
President Daryl K. Williams, he's like, "No, go back. We're not having that, buddy." He said, "We are not having that." But I will say, y'all, the great thing about this, President Williams did allow them to come back and walk across the stage, man, because at the end of the day, you know how difficult it is to achieve that goal in completing college and university. But we understand, hey, they get so excited, like, look, I gotta do it. This is the last chance, but y'all, look, be sure to tune in every Monday. Look, I gotta go. I will see y'all next here on the Arrington Gavin Show. I'm out.